Hello, my name is Joanna Dillman. I am a Queen's University of Charlotte graduate student. Welcome to my Digital Platform 2 Vlog on Scavenger Hunt project needed for my Communication Fluency course. The project that assigned was that I was to select a topic of my choosing and find a scholarly article, peer-reviewed article on that topic. I selected higher education communication, and through my search, I located an article entitled Practicing What We Preach Communication Theories in Higher Education Administration. This article is written by three communication scholars: Mr. Charles Bantz, former chancellor of Indiana University, Purdue University, Indianapolis; Dr. Sue DeWine, former provost of Marietta College; and Dr. Pamela Shockley Zalabak, chancellor and professor at University of Colorado at Colorado Springs. The article consists of a recorded conversation amongst the authors, sharing their experience of running a higher education institution and applying their communication training in their administrative style. To be successful, organizations must know how to combine strategy, implementation, client focus, and communication. Higher education institutions are no different. In order to be successful, strategic communication plans must be applied to keep the institution moving forward. So the question is asked: how can communication or knowledge of communication theories or strategies assist higher education administrators' organizational style? So, what the authors do is they go through several applicable communication theories and strategies that they have utilized in their experiences as a higher education, running a higher education institution. The first topic that they go through is the strategic ambiguity theory. They don't reference a particular article, but they do reference Eric Einsberg's strategic ambiguity theory. And that theory states strategic ambiguity is essential to organizing in that one, it promotes unified diversity; two, it facilitates organizational change; and three, it amplifies existing source attributes and preserves privileged positions. Administrators presented situations in which strategic ambiguity was applied to facilitate organizational change. And they did reference that although at times it's difficult to adhere, it was agreed ambiguity is necessary strategic move for the organization. The next topic that they discussed was audience analysis. Again, this article is all about practicing what we preach. And they reference William Howell and Ernest Borman's Presentational Speaking for Business and the Profession's book. This book begins with analysis of the nature of presentational speaking and provides perspectives and models of the process of presentation. Audience analysis is presented amongst these models. Audience analysis involves understanding and knowing your audience's level of knowledge on the particular topic being presented and utilizing that information to be selective on the information presented. By higher education administrators analyzing their audience, it enables them to speak to diverse groups effectively. The next topic was models on organizational culture. Over the years, there have been several theories and models of how business organizations function and what their essential characteristics are. Daniel Katz and Robert Kahn summarized the idea of systems theory as a knowledge framework that focuses on structures, relationships, and interdependence between elements in their book entitled The Social Psychology of Organizations, published in 1978. The book analyzes the essential problems of human organizations, such as the motivation to work, the resolution of conflict, the exercise of leadership, and the creation of organizational change. It also examines the relationships between organizations and their environments, the effect of organizational demands, and the opportunities on individual health, and the experimental development of organizational alternatives to conventional bureaucratic structure. Carl E. Week added his own twist to the systems design approach and applied it at the social psychological level in his book, The Social Psychology of Organizing, which was published in 1979. He notes that it's all about organizing, not organizations; process, not structure. The word organization is a noun, and it is also a myth. If one looks for an organization, one will not find it. What will be found is that that there are events linked together that transpire within concrete walls, and these sequences, their pathways, their timing, are the forms of erroneously make into substances we talk about in an organization, and that was found on page 358 of his book. These theories help frame administrators' way of thinking of organizational culture. Change processes, reframing was another topic. Changing one's outlook or reframing the situation, particularly a difficult situation, is key when you hold a leadership position. Gail Fairhurst's book, The Art of Framing, shows leaders and managers how to tap into the power of language so they can persuade effectively and communicate credibly. Through framing, leaders can manage the meaning of situations through communication. Of course, this is imperative to higher education administrators as they must present an issue in such a way that it will create buy in on a situation. The last topic discussed was crisis communication/media. It is the inevitable truth that at some point higher education administrators will be required to face the media or some sort of crisis communication situation. Kathleen H. Jamison in Carolyn Campbell's book, Interplay of Influence, News, Advertising, Politics, and Mass Media, the fifth edition, describes the dynamic interplay of the press on people as well as people on the press. It provides an understanding of how mass media operates and how powerful it can be by influencing perceptions. In addition, the text provides tools for analyzing media messages. A second source was Robert L. Heath and Dan Miller's book, Responding to Crisis, A Rhetorical Approach to Crisis Communication. Taking a rhetorical view of crisis events and utterances, this book is devoted to adding new insights to the discussion and to describe a rhetorical approach to crisis communication. In conclusion, it is evident communication training helps higher education administrators succeed. Those theories of communication make administrators more vigilant about sending the right message and interpreting others' messages. In addition, it is hopeful that communication training makes administrators sensitive to interpersonal conflicts before they escalate beyond repair. Finally, the knowledge of message construction enables better response in a crisis situation.